Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Kim's Corner. I'm Kim Brown, your host, and today I have with me Miss Sheronda Martin. And I met Sheronda, and we're on Instagram too, right? We're
Yes,
Instagram,
we are.
we're Instagram
Yeah.
buddies. But I met Sheronda, I think, at the consignment shop at Closet Savvy, right?
Yes.
And you were in there, and we got into this big discussion on natural hair. So today we're going to talk about natural hair. Yes, I am naturally blonde. No, you know that's a lie. I am natural, it's just blonde. So we're going to talk about natural hair and how did you become, because we started talking about how you started wearing, you know, natural hair and the looks that you got at first when you first tried it. So tell us a little bit about yourself and how we became natural.
Okay, the way I became natural, believe it or not, it was during a kind of downfall in my life. I had became unemployed, loved my weaves, my braids, my all that unnecessary stuff.
And couldn't afford it when you became
And could no
unemployed.
longer
That's
afford
right.
it, right.
It's
So
an expense.
my girl from, what's the show? Free. I loved how her blonde was. I love how she rocks her afros, her natural hairstyles. Went in the bathroom, took my weave. I was like, what you gonna do now? Came out the bathroom. I mean, it was a lengthy, permed type of thing I had going on up under all the weaves. I just didn't like my hair because it was thin, extremely thin when it's in its perm state. Went in the bathroom one morning, stood in the mirror and was like, you don't have a job. You have to make a decision in life. You need to let go of the old and bring in some new. So I cut it all off. And I looked in the mirror and was like, no, you didn't. I'm like, so what you going to do now? What's your next move? I was like, maybe I'll try a little color because I've always colored my hair. My girlfriend came over. She like, you did it. I was like, yeah, do them little twisty things that, you know, the boys wear. I rocked that for a little while, and that started back in 2001, and I haven't looked back since. Like, I love everything about natural. I think a lot more women need to embrace their natural beauty.
And that's what a lot of women don't, you know, but now you see a lot of women who do. You've been seeing it more over the last couple of years. I think it kind of started first with the locks, you know, and they started to, you know, go back that natural and embrace that Wakanda, right?
Well, now it's the Wakanda.
Yeah,
That's where we are now.
And so they started to like embrace, you know, their natural beauty, but only the last few years, I think, you know, he had the locks and they went through that transition. But then I like the girls because I wanted mine to grow out and get, you know, like the real wild look, but I got too lazy. I did try it one time for like 3 years, and I wore turbans. I wrapped it. It had a little length. It might have been a little longer than yours, and then I just couldn't take it anymore. And I went and I sat in the chair. I was like, shave it off. They were like, what? Because I've been like this for like 14 or 15 years now.
So I have 2001. I got 17 in September, because it was the day of 9/11. I was in the bathroom, and we hadn't even seen the planes crash into the towers yet, and I was in there cutting my hair, came running out with half of it cut off, and it was it's interesting because I don't like long hair. My hair grows ridiculously, and anyone who knows me, their comment to me is, if you never cut your hair, it'll probably be down to your ankles by now. So I keep the taper look. It's easier to manage. My hair is like 10 different textures. Most women have 3 or 4.
I have at least 4 different textures in my hair.
The majority have 3 or 4. Most of the women who I do, they come to me because I do it at home. I do natural hair because I feel like shops, they want too much money.
Well, they have that overhead too.
Not even just the overhead, it became popular. So because so many women are now embracing their natural beauty, it's like, just like the weaves, the braids, the sew-ins, you know, all that stuff, just because of those things. Remember before, you can get your hair sewn in your girlfriend's kitchen. All you had to do was pay $14 for a pack of hair.
Well, I used to have long hair.
Okay.
I had hair too. I did the hair thing. I had long hair and getting the relaxers. And I used to go to this guy in New York, and he was really good. He used to do like SWV's hair and Daphne Reed, and you know, so he did a lot of celebrities' hair. And he was a buddy of mine, and it was expensive, you know, getting relaxed. I used to pay $200 and $300 with my own natural hair getting my hair done. You know,
we in perms, I had a lot of unfortunate episodes because I did hair and I was working up under somebody. So of course, who better to practice on than myself? So I've had it where I've permed it, tried to bleach it, came out with the missing center. With the
because you can't use the relaxers and the bleach together.
So this is my thing, and this is my speech, and I'm going to live to it. It's either you're going to do one or the other. You're going to perm your hair or you're going to color it. Some women can do both, but a lot of times after a long period, both doesn't even work because then they have like the ends that are damaged, the over-processing, the shedding. Perm, wear your perm. I have no problems with you women. Natural girls, do your color. Even though I've been hearing lately, somebody was like, is your hair natural? Is that, you know, do you have like a S curl or what are the curl? I said, no, this is my natural hair.
Because as African Americans, though, our hair is, people say nappy, but there's no such thing as nappy hair. Your hair is either curly, wavy, or straight. So we just have a really, really tight curl, you know, and I hate when people use that term, they ain't nappy, you know, and I think that's why a lot of times that women didn't embrace the natural beauty because of that. But we just have a really, really tight curl. And it's funny today in 2018, the cultural difference, because women have gotten fired from jobs because if they had braids and if they had locks or whatever, women have gotten fired. In today's culture, a lot of, I guess, maybe white America hasn't embraced it. The only time they did embrace it was when Bo Derek did the movie 10, and then she had braids, and then they all tried to get their hair braided, and it became a thing.
It was a fad for a short time.
Exactly. So just this culture today is, you know, people really don't embrace that culture and we don't embrace our own culture and our own ethnicity.
I've learned that from doing different, so I deal with a lot of different age groups. So I have my little girls who like the braids with the beads and the long hair. Then I have my women who are transitioning from permed hair to natural hair.
I have a friend that was doing that also.
So the transition is cool, but I explained to them, in your process of transition, it's more difficult. To me, it's just, if you could do it, just
because you have to let the perm grow out, otherwise they blow dry. Because I had a girlfriend, she did it, and she has like shoulder length hair, and I thought she had a perm. I said, you went, you know, process your hair again? She was like, no. She said it's just blow dried and it's just straight, but
so the funny part with that is, in terms of it, heat is our worst enemy, and women who want to be quote unquote natural, that pressing the hair with the heat and the, you know, it does something to the pattern. It changes the texture. Over a term, you're going to have to cut it off anyway because it becomes heat damaged. It strips your hair of a lot of its natural oils. I'm a person that with natural hair, so to me, some people like to wash 10 times. I'm a person that if you wash too much, you take away your natural oils.
Yeah, your natural oils, yeah.
Yeah, you lose a lot. Your hair dries out. I love my dye. I very rarely bleach. I'll do a dye and a tone before I do bleach. I'm afraid of bleach because my hair is so fine.
I bleach. And if I could use Clorox, it would be Clorox on my hair. My hair would be Snow White.
Well, I have to introduce you to some different bleaches because they have bleaches that are gel-based and oil-based. My favorite.
Now, the one I use now it says it's an oil base, and I noticed the difference in it from the one that I used to use. And it does have more like an oil base. I could tell with my hair, like when I rinse it out, because I bleach my own hair now.
better.
I'll go get it cut, but then I bleach my own
It's
hair.
better.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy.
But
for
I
you
bleach
too.
often. I do mines everybody, and they used to yell. My old hairdresser used to yell at me too. I bleach my hair like at least every 8 days. It has to be, because I see like black, and then I start freaking out. And it's funny because Isabel, she laughs at me. She's like, "You bleached your hair?" I'm like, "Yeah, because I could see the roots." I said, "I gotta go do it today." And she's like, "Girl, only you can see that." But actually, it looks lighter because it's dark on the inside, so the tips, it makes it look lighter.
It stands out.
Baby,
you don't like ombre?
Baby, bye. I have to
so
bleach my hair
beautiful.
every 7 to 8 days.
Luckily, you wear it short.
Yeah, I would, and that's one
Because
reason why I
had you
have to have
not,
it short,
you
because I would definitely be bald headed.
But yeah, you have to be careful with the products that you use. And I'm a strong believer that anything I put on your hair, I have tried it at least once. And because I suffer from extremely sensitive skin, I can't even be in the sun too long without the skin breaking out.
Okay.
That's that Irish in me.
All right, now another question. When you went from processed to natural, men's reaction. What kind of reaction did you get from men?
Okay, so in the beginning, it was like, what's up with the, the hair? My best friend is a guy, and he's always like, "Go do your hair." I'm like, "It is done." He like, "I'm not used to that." Today's men, "Can I touch your hair?" I think that's so beautiful. "What nationality are you? Where you from?" I'm like, "Newark,
Okay.
born, raised, and bred." "What's your family?" "Western." "Nah, we black people. We're African American." My grandfather, of course, those are the back in the day, our generations are crossed over. But me,
Yeah,
I'm an
because I
African
know
American
some
woman.
men are funny. Like, some men don't like it. They like that process.
They like weave.
They definitely like weave, because that's all they get now, because these girls aren't even wearing their natural hair. It's like everybody has like a weave. So, they don't. My first experience was it was funny. I used to work for the police department. And I went to New York to get my hair done. I used to go every 2 weeks to get my hair done when it was processed, because that's all. I used to wrap it or whatever. So we had been playing with the ideal for like maybe a year or two. So he said, "I'm going to cut your hair and bleach it," because he had one client that she was real dark. It looked so nice on her. So I'm like, "Okay, we'll do it today." And then he's like, "Oh, no, girl, I like your hair. It's light and fluffy." He started playing with my hair. A guy named Keith used to do my hair. And one day on I think it was my birthday.
Here you go. Girl, whatever it is, you look good.
And,
Good black don't crack, honey. Always remember that.
And I called him like 2 days before, and I said, "We're going to do it when I come." I said, "Let's just do it." So he did it. He didn't put me in front of the mirror. He didn't watch me cut. He didn't want me to see him cutting my hair. The whole process, I never saw. He took me away from the mirror. He did it in the back, so I couldn't see. So I didn't see it until it was actually done.
Okay.
And I was like, "Wow, it's gone now." I said, I liked it. I did like it. So I went, no, I did like it. So I went to work the next day, and I'm walking, I'm talking to people. I'm like, because my hair was like down to here. So I'm like, "Hi, good morning, how you doing?" And they looking at me like, and they was like, "I just saw you yesterday." And it was like, "Yeah, but was it true blondes had more fun?" Yeah, it was that day, because guys were flirting with me at work. They never flirted with me before. So it changed me, and it was real exciting for me when I first did it. It was like an excitement, because it was like a new me. And, guys was like, "Hey, they were checking me out." And I don't know whether blondes still have fun anymore. I don't know. I need to have some fun.
So my question would be to you is, so with the blonde hair, did it change your style of fashion? Did it make you, what did it do? That's my question, because my blonde hair,
I was always into fashion though. I was always into fashion. Okay. So the way I dressed, it really didn't change that style. I think I had a different attitude though. I had a different attitude.
Interesting, because my blonde hair, when I went blonde, so I used to wear like a reddish brown. I wore that for a lot of years. Then one day I stood in the mirror and I was like, "Free looks so pretty with that blonde hair." I was like, "We close in tone. Maybe I should try it." Once I dyed this hair blonde, you couldn't even get me to go back to any other color. So I always loved clothes. But when I dyed my hair and I cut it short, it
You
gave
changed
me
your style.
It gave me a
It
sense
gave
of
you
confidence.
confidence.
Like I was willing to mix.
And it's interesting that you use that word confidence, because I've met men and they said it takes a lot of you're a confident woman. They said because, I guess women hide behind their hair, and he said you have to be a real. And I never looked at it that way. He said, but you have to be a real confident person to just cut your hair off and be pleased with it, because I never looked at it that way. It was just a part of me. True. I thought, and because some women, and then some women can't wear short hair because their head is not shaped right either.
Okay, so we just had that discussion when we started. I said I would love to be able to go Miss Wakanda, but the way my head's set up, it don't work for me.
I can. I almost, when I get my hair cut now, by accident one time, I was in New York and I got it cut really, really close. And I told him like a 1 or something. Okay. And I was supposed to tell him like a 1.5 or something. But usually I got scissor cuts. A lot of people didn't like to cut my hair with the scissors when it was short like that.
Your texture should be cut with scissors.
And I usually did the scissor cuts, but then I changed it. Once I did it that way, I was like, oh, just get it off quick. But I found out with the scissor cuts, I have to have it cut more often than I do when I buzz faster. It. So basically I do buzz it. So it is real close. So I'm kind of really close to be a Wakanda. I think maybe one day I'll do it,
You could pull it off.
Yeah, I'll do it one time.
You have like the perfect.
And beat my face, get my face like real beat.
Your
have
face
Kim
shape.
come beat my face.
So your face shape, your head shape, just your features. You could pull that off like nothing. It's not a lot of women that could. You have to have a certain, and then again, confidence. If you don't have that and you go do Wakanda, you're gonna be like this.
It's
in
funny,
the mirror.
And it's funny because most of my friends now are natural. My mom, she had locks, she cut them off, and now she twisted them back up again, but her hair is short. And it's just wonderful. Now I see so many beautiful women, black women, just embracing,
all shades, all sizes. Before, a plus size woman would be like, I can't cut my hair close because it wouldn't fit me because I have so much body. Now you see more plus size women wearing the boy cut than you do the tall, lean, Model S type women. To me, it doesn't matter what you look like, what your shape is, what your hair color is, your skin color, your eye color. You just have to feel it here, because if you feel here, you could wear anything on the outside.
But I do see some girls that with blonde hair and it doesn't look nice on them now, because everybody can't do the blonde. I've seen some that is not, and I don't know whether it was just like they didn't have any style, they just did the haircut, because then that makes a difference too, because I don't know, they just didn't have any
box colors
style.
Don't work with everybody.
Okay.
Everybody can't go to their kitchen sink and dye their hair unless you know what you're doing. So that little black and white on there that says for professional use only, it's real.
That's what it means.
It's real, right? If you have not taken time to study what your undertones are, to study what your skin tone under here is. So your hair, it's either when you dye it, it's going to come up orange or yellow. Those are our natural undertones as African Americans, orange or yellow. So some women, and I've noticed that the darker skinned women, their undertones are more that burnt orange type yellow.
Yeah, so because mine is,
I've learned that in doing processes and having to correct color on various women. So that my darker skinned women, I usually tell them we're going to do 2 processes, because always their hair turn up this burnt orange that just looks so cheap. And then we have to tone it out. My fair skinned women, their hair is more yellow. So their blondes come up like this super yellow type, golden yellow. So of course everything is done with toner and because when
I don't tone. I just bleach, because when I first had it done, I used to bleach. He used to bleach me, and he toned me. And then I tried to get my hair. One guy used to do my hair. He passed away now. Martin was a hoot. He said, "You looking for that refrigerator white look again, aren't you?" Martin Duva. He was an Italian guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he was an old Italian guy.
Because this guy named Martin that used to do my mother and them hair back in the day.
Yeah.
He knew how to cut.
I like my hair white. And I can't get it light enough. This new bleach that I'm using did get it lighter than the other one that I used to use. But it is lighter, but I would like my hair to be like, I don't know, like stark white. I guess maybe I'm waiting to turn gray.
Gray is beautiful.
I love gray hair.
You know, I'm looking forward to being gray.
Yeah, I love gray
I
hair.
meet so many women who I do their hair. They like, cover this gray hair. Cover. I'll be like,
Yeah,
girl,
they
let
do
me
want
tell
to
you,
cover it. Yeah.
the day, I don't care how unshapely my head is, world, the day I get a gray new growth up under here, I'm cutting it down to that gray,
I
and I'm
got
going to
gray.
rock her.
I got a patch of gray like somewhere right here.
I don't have
And
enough of
you
it.
can't tell it like because it's bleached. Now I put bleach on it, but when I first get my hair cut, if I haven't bleached it, because what I'll do is I'll bleach my hair,
Go get it cut.
go get it cut,
Then have to bleach it again.
and then come back and bleach it again.
You have to.
So I try to bleach it while it's light. I notice a lot of times if I bleach it before, it's still kind of light. If I don't bleach it before, like if I miss that 8-day hit, it's like then it's like dark, and then I can see like my gray patch and everything. But then
I'm looking forward to gray hair days.
I run to the bleach.
We're gonna introduce you to some different bleaches and see which one do it for you.
Okay.
But yeah, our people, they don't know about toning. White people been toning their hair for days. You be wondering how they get that super white streak in their hair, or that nice, perfect, dirty color blonde. Girl, it's in a T18, 13, 27. They go to all of those and try to do their hair, and it's unfortunate that everybody want to be blonde, like you said, and they can't pull it off. And if they just tone some of that brassiness out, because I like dark skinned women with the white tones. I wish if I wasn't so yellow, I'd probably be wearing that platinum. Platinum is sexy. Platinum.
It took a while for me to get it like this and find the right bleach to get it.
Okay, because platinum
Get
is
it like
sexy
this.
to me. It does
And then some
something.
days I said I want hair, but I said I could always just buy a wig and throw it on. But I look so funny with hair now because I'm so used to seeing
I had that
myself without it for
conversation.
so long.
I had that conversation with a guy friend of mine. I was like, I said, we was talking, and I was like, seem like you like them long-haired, skinny, little light-skinned chicks. This was just some old, characteristics that I shouldn't have put in place because it's not nice to judge. But he was like, I did. I was like, well, what happened? What changed you? He was like, chemistry. I said, that's cool. I said, you know what's so nice about them long hair? He was like, what? I said, you could always send your girlfriend to the store, have her get some of that Brazilian wavy, throw it up on there, put it in your little ponytail, and you play with that while she's sleeping. Then when she get up, she can hang it up in the closet and go on outside and be herself. But yeah, natural hair is a movement.
And I think natural hair too, a lot of times depending upon how you're wearing your hair naturally, it's a lot of work too to keep it, because I had a friend, she used to twist, and I used to watch her twist her hair at night, and we would sit at a table, and she was like, oh girl, I gotta twist my hair at night, I don't feel like it, I'm tired.
That's what made me cut my hair.
And it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work.
That's actually what made me cut my
It's
hair,
a
because I
lot of
had a
work.
nice size. So if you look at my page, you would see that you see me with 50 million different hairstyles. 1 minute my afro was huge. The next minute you see it's real short. The next minute you see it's tapered here, twisted out there.
Yeah, because you have to play with what natural look works for you, and how much
Mine is the
time
outfit.
and how
being
much
honest.
time you want to spend, just getting it together.
It's the outfit, honey.
Yeah.
Depends on my outfit, how my hair gonna look that day.
Oh, okay.
It depends. So if I'm doing some shorts with suspenders, I pull out a wig I made, my little big curly wig. If I'm doing some pumps and a fitted body dress, I'm finger coiling it so I can have like a little texture spiking. If I'm doing a vintage little Liz Claiborne dress, I got a banana clip and I'm doing a mohawk. My hair is determined about the outfit. So my movement is about how I feel when my feet touch the floor. If I'm not feeling it, I got on some sort of hat tilted to the side, some straws, some bedazzled, whatever. It just, the turbans. It depends on when I put me to the floor, how I wake up, how the hair look. Like today, it's the humidity. So it is what it is. It's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, even my hair look like it's been crazy now since. And then I was like, oh no, I think I gotta go get a haircut. But
Girl,
yeah, it is
wrong with
time.
that
I've been
hair.
thinking about it this week. Yeah, I think I almost need. And it's funny because the shortness came accidentally, and ever since then I was like, I kind of really like it that short. But then it's too much to keep it like that because then I have to keep it cut all the time.
You gotta cut it. You gotta cut
and then
it.
I gotta bleach it.
You'll figure it out.
And I do kind of leave the bleach on a little too. It's a wonder I have hair on my head.
Why? You keep it short.
Yeah.
So what happens is the
Because
shorter.
I'll put the bleach on, I'll walk around, I'll put the other coat on, I'll walk around, and be like, oh my God, it's been on for my hair for an hour and a half. Let me go get this
I
stuff
tie my
off of my
blonde like
hair.
that as well because it doesn't. in order for me to tone it to the color that I like, I have to leave the color in my hair. My base is red. So when I lighten my hair, it always turns this weird reddish brown. So I have to keep my hair dye in, and I will do the same. Put it on, go up under my sink in my little plastic bag, tie it up, and walk around and clean my house. Sometimes I throw a cap on, run to the grocery store. By the time I get back, I take and rinse a little spot, test it, it's still not done, squeeze some more up there. Blonde is a process, and people don't understand it, and it's always, I get a lot of, I like that color blonde. What color is that? And I always comment, it's my color.
I'm so glad I met you, and we just had a long conversation when I first met you about, natural and going natural, and everybody was talking about the things that they did and the transitions.
Right,
that
because Isabel had that cute
because she had her,
that hair is beautiful. Yes.
And I know I used to be with her at night when she be doing her hair. We be sitting there just laughing and talking, and she's like, girl, I gotta twist my hair tonight, And it's a lot of work, and she's really busy, and it takes a lot of time, so she got a little different look now.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it too.
It's
I
cute.
think she's enjoying it a little more now too. When she first did it, she was like, she was calling me.
When she first did it, I saw her. It was still long. I was like, she's not gonna keep this.
Nope, it went shorter. Went shorter like a couple of days later.
Yeah, because I knew she wasn't gonna keep it because of the maintenance of it.
And she's beautiful. She's a beautiful girl.
I love her.
Yeah, she's a beautiful girl.
She
That's
is.
my buddy. That is
Personality.
That's my love. That's my sister. I'm telling you.
Personality.
She is. She has a good spirit.
She in the right business. When she has to deal with the public.
Yep, she is. And that's Isabel from Closet Savvy. That's what we're talking about. Isabel from Closet Savvy. Yes. Hey, Izzy.
Yes.
And so it's nice. I'm glad to see so many women now, African American women, embracing it. I was so pleased with the Black Panther, and it just gave us all that little more.
You look like you could have played in there with some of them women.
Yeah, I would have too. I would have been chopping them up. But it was such a pleasure. Time is short, and I like having you here. And maybe we'll talk again with the natural hair. We get some more natural hair people, and we'll do it. Yeah.
You just let me know when I bring my girls on. Be like, come on, because all my girls now they're bald. They're bald and blonde.
Okay.
So this is summertime. So I used to have my little big afro chicks. Now they done cut it all off. So now I'm doing balds and blondes. Wakanda did it.
Yeah. So I want to thank everybody. Sheronda, thank you for coming, especially on short notice.
Yes.
I want to thank everybody for watching Kim's Corner. Peace.